I conduct many talks and I shared some of the stories about my childhood during my talk, and the audience who attended my talk actually encouraged me to write it into a book. So I actually spent the past 5 years to get all my stories written down, and I'm so glad that it's finally published.
From a humble beginning, an idea became a dream that seemed impossible against all odds, but we dared. From a humble beginning, an idea became a passion that burns from within, dispelled all doubts to right, moving on together as one, exceeding all expectations, breaking new ground to seize the day we can reveal every day. There's so much to conquer, undaunted by the challenges, the path ever more exciting. We've only just begun, moving on together as one, exceeding all expectations.
Well, if you have read his book, you will understand the person, because in that book, he has actually detailed many of his experiences as a child, as a doctor, and also as an entrepreneur. Now, I got to know Lee Yong through my wife, because my wife is the chairman of the company, and initially our relationship was just, very casual. We only wish each other, and that's all. Because he's so busy, and I'm also busy as a politician, and he's busy as trying to get his company to be very successful. So our relationship really got very close during the presidential election. I am not a techie person, and you look at me, you know that I'm not in that IT age. But having said that, I always feel that IT is very important. And when my wife told me about the ability of Lee Yong, I threw some of my ideas to him. I got to check whether he's capable or not. Because I have very important information which I will not divulge to him, because this is a presidential election and I have my own team, and this is a very different aspect of electioneering. But we learned a little bit from the United States, Obama's campaign, and so on. So I knew if I had followed my old style of campaigning, I think probably I will not make it, because I have only very old people, and I don't think they have the capacity and the ability to harness a big group of people to support me. So I put some of my ideas to Lee Yong. I tested whether he can really crystallize what I'm telling him and put it in a very simple form, and also to get the right people to assist him. And after talking to him, I knew I'm very confident, because I asked him one thing. You have to send my flyers to 2.5 million voters in a matter of 9 days. And he said, yes, he can do it. That's a very, very difficult task. And I'm sure all of you must be quite surprised that on the second day, when the election department sent you your polling card, we were there first. So that's a testimony to the ability of Lee Yong and his team. And I'm really very grateful, because through the media, I was able to connect with the ground within these nine days or so. And everywhere I go, somehow this connection has been made to Singaporeans, usually very young people. And if I go to Changi, there will be people waiting for me. If I go everywhere, there will be people waiting for me. So we are very confident of the last of the election. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. But never mind. I think that's a message we sent to all Singaporeans that an election is important, no more walkover, and that we should all have a right to vote. So there's no walkover this time. And all this through the effort of Leong, because without him giving me an overview of what he wants to do all over the island, I would not be able to do it. So I want to take this opportunity to thank him, and I really encourage you all to read his book. Then you know how he met Ellen, his wife. So he has revealed a lot of secrets, many of his secrets, but they are very interesting secrets. I think no more secret really. So with that note, I want to say thank you to Leong again, and I hope you all will buy his book and pass this message that you must dare to dream. And it's very important. If you don't dream, I think if you don't have that aspiration, you don't have that passion to do what you want to do, you'll find it very difficult to succeed in life. So thank you, Leong. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Tan. And now Dr. Low will present a copy of I Dare to Dream formally to Dr. Tan Cheng Bock.
Yong has made sure that he doesn't benefit from the book at all. He's going to let us give everything, all the proceeds to Oduki.
I wrote this book basically to share all the ups and downs that I went through as a child. A poor man is someone without a dream. I was born in Jalan Kampong Cantik, a beautiful kampong behind Bukit Timah Hill. Down there life was very difficult. It was very competitive because everybody was competing who will fail their PSLE next. We spoke Teochew, hardly speak Mandarin, don't talk about English. For some reason, my parents and my sister decided to send me to English school, and that was a nightmare for me. How to speak English? You don't even hear about it, it's a foreign language to me. So it was many years of struggle through primary school, and in primary school events happened. Since young, because we were so poor to the point where one of my rich man classmates, rich classmate wanted to visit us. He stayed in Binjai Park, wanted to visit us. I told him, no, don't come, because at that time, we were so poor, I was so embarrassed. And when he finally came uninvited, I had to run away because there was a hole in my shorts. And here he came chauffeured to me, because I was so embarrassed. That was how poor we were. And as a poor person, I have a rich dream. That's why I wasn't poor. My dream was to be a doctor, although my mother wanted me to be a teacher. But that was an impossible dream, but I was determined to make it possible. Against all odds, I was determined to do that. I was inspired by the polyclinic doctor who wore a white coat and a stethoscope. I said, one day I must sit down there like that also. Then, you want to do great things, you must put them in writing. And one day I had to put that in writing in primary 4. I was sitting on the left-hand side of a Taiwanese girl. And on her left-hand side was another classmate. I hope they're all here. In fact, one of my other classmates was here. She wrote that she wanted to be a nurse. And then my so-called fellow class monitor, my competitor so-called, wanted to be an engineer. So I said, I must be a doctor then. And because I put in writing, everybody knew about it. So I had to become a doctor. Unfortunately, being a kampong boy, I didn't go out of the kampong most of the time. So when it came to choosing secondary school, I chose Danyan Technical, the school that was nearest, 5 bus stop away, take green plate there and white plate back. If you know what I mean, you are old enough like me. Okay? But I didn't know that I have enrolled myself to a technical school. That school, all they do during recess was to cut a hole on the newspaper, put it over your head and shave your head. Or cane your butt, for misbehavior. I was devastated because I didn't know that technical school does not teach biology. How on earth am I going to be a doctor? So when it came to secondary 3 to choose, to choose science or arts or technical, we only have arts and technical. I tried to change school, but I was scolded for going to those schools in slippers. I was discouraged. I went back, walking along the corridor, and I saw a rich man's son, a rich student, came up carrying an Adidas bag, He had $1,000 in his wallet, rich like anything. I said, you just came out from the principal's office. What were you doing? He said, I managed to persuade the school to start bio lessons. I got 4, I need 1 more. And with him and me, we recruited all these people and we got our teacher to teach us bio in the garden under the tree after the school lessons. And that bio teacher is here today. I won't tell you who she is. But I'm so thankful for what she has done to provoke me, to do great things and to go for it. And the worst was not over. When it came to secondary school, Sec 4, 2 weeks before my exam, my form teacher, English teacher, called 5 of us to the front of the class. They said, class, these are the 5 students who will do well in class. But all of you go back and Leeyong stand here. And he said, I'm so worried Leeyong is going to fail his English. Your teacher said that to you 2 weeks before the O-level exam. And if you fail your English, there goes your dream. I was devastated. I went to the shop and bought a copy of the Straits Times. I read it from the top left-hand corner to the bottom right-hand corner, underlined every word, every sentence, wrote it on the card, and then memorized difficult sentences and words. That's why I'm able to stand up here today. But that was not over. 1 week before the O-level exam, a classmate saw that I was admiring NJC next door. I wanted to go NJC so that I can pursue medicine. She said, Leeyong, you want to go there, right? I said, yes. You will do well there in maths and science, but you will fail your general paper. General paper is worse than English. Wow, imagine everybody telling you you're bad, bad, bad. And finally, I was so thankful, thank God that I passed my English. I got a C. Okay, no secret about it, but to me that was a distinction. For somebody who was struggling, that was a distinction. And somebody with a C can write a book, not bad, huh? That's called making possible the impossible. Worst was not over. First 3 months I enrolled myself to NJC, wearing my NJC uniform. And you know who was my GP teacher? My GP teacher was a Miss Tay who was just transferred from Nanyang Technical School. And in one of the lessons, he said, class, this is a very simple question. Let Leeyong try. I said, walao, what does it mean, man? Is it because I'm so bad, or you don't think even with that simple question I can't answer also, It's not possible for me to answer. So it's really brainwash you. Have you heard the story about 2 good friends who love hunting? They bought the same gun, same bullet, went to the same range, and they saw a deer and they took aim and they fired at the same time. Pam, pam. They ran forward, they saw the deer dead. And there was only 1 bullet hole, so they start arguing, almost fighting. I killed the deer, you killed the deer. They couldn't solve the problem. Then came a ranger and said, sir, could you help us to determine who killed the deer? The ranger squat down and said, the teacher killed the deer. How do you know? Because the bullet came in from 1 ear and came out from the other ear. Teachers sometimes they can inspire you, but they can also say things to provoke you. And as a doctor, the brain it's not dead. So when the bullet passes through, it causes some form of permanent heat damage. That's why when you go to school, we got PhD. But I want to thank all my teachers because of what they say. It got me to where. And of course, all these little things gave me a fear of public speaking. And for years, I made many business decisions because I just dare not stand in front of the public like that. Until the .com days, I was invited to the stage to give a speech to 600 over people. And finally, I overcame the fear of public speaking. And now I do enjoy public speaking. The more, the merrier. The bigger the crowd, the better. It's like, wow, But it took me almost 40 years, to overcome that. So all these little stories are in my book, including, all the silly things I did where I took on the school champion for badminton. My teacher said, who can play badminton? Put up my hand. I didn't know I was facing the school champion. You know what was the score? 15-0. All the silly things that I did, how I was cheated by Americans and so on, make no mistake. All of us made a lot of mistakes. I think, I'm not ashamed to put it out in writing because it's funny when you look back. And it's also a way to encourage people that it's okay to make mistakes. In life, you make mistakes, that's how you grow up. You shouldn't be ashamed about it. A dream should be pursued, should not be discouraged by all these obstacles. How you look at all these difficulties is up to you. So I chose to put it in writing and having gone through it. And I thank God that I went through all this and I survived. And that's a good thing. So I hope that this book can inspire people who have lost their dream. There are many poor people out there who were born in a hostile environment. That's why I was inspired by Dr. Paul Chu, who founded Go Educate, means Go and Educate, means to help needy Asians help themselves. I was looking for meaning for MAC. Should I go IPO, make myself rich, drive bigger car, Ferrari? I said, no, that's so boring. I'm shortchanging my dream. So when he told me that MAC exists to support Go Educate, I said, wow, that's exciting. So we budget up to 10% of our profits to support Go Educate. In Sabah, we are supporting about 2,000 children over to 24 kampong schools. They're all illegal refugees who escaped and hide in Sabah. In Philippines, we have a 50 hectare of land to help poor farmers plant organic rice and a housewife to make detergent, shampoo and so on, to give them a livelihood, hope. And of course, also children who loiter on the street, because their mother in Singapore is domestic servant, they got into vices, we give them musical instruments, so they form music, orchestra, and they are able to make sideline from birthday party and wedding. And when they get together to perform music, that is education. That gives them meaning. I find that meaningful. And when in Sabah, one of a girl was interviewed. What would you dream of becoming? She said, when I first came to Sabah, I only dreamed of becoming a maid. Now having gone to the school, I dream of one day becoming a lawyer. When she said that, all the teachers cried. So I realized that Go Educate is not just giving people an education, it is giving people hope. It's giving people a dream. That's what inspired me to write this book. I dare to dream, so can they. So I wrote this book dedicated to all the people whose lives have been touched by Go Educate, who have contributed to Go Educate, to help them, inspire them. Dr. Paul Chu has got 100 books to give to all the volunteers, to give them the dream, to keep the dream burning. So today, I hope that you will read the book. We don't sell the book today, I autograph it for you. If you haven't got an autograph, come to me. I'm not a celebrity, I'm some fellow who makes stupid mistakes. I'm telling you about it, and from today onward, I guarantee you know more about me, but I don't know you. All the things you know about me from the book. Having read the book, I hope you buy more to give to your friends and people you can be inspired. All the proceeds will go to Go Educate. Another reason why you should buy this book is this is probably the first and only book to be authored by my dream president in 2016. God willing, when 2016. If Dr. Tan Cheng Bock becomes the president of Singapore in 2016, God willing, this book will be so valuable. So since it's here, you might as well get his signature. What are you waiting for? It becomes priceless. Next time you cannot go to the Istana, okay, but you'll come to the hawker center, don't worry, he said that. He'll be a different kind of president. So with that, I really hope that you really read the book, laugh over it, give me feedback, go to my Facebook, teach me a little bit, let the word spread. We need dreams. Our society has lost hope, lost dreams. We have so many problems, we're turning inward. We have to do something about it. Let's go out and inspire people, start our own dream, read about it and share this. And with this, I want to declare today as the date for official launching of this book. And of course, I want to thank Angeline, who helped me to write this book, all the editor and proofreaders and so on, who helped me to get this book together. Of course, my wife, my family, who play a part to encourage me as well. And every one of you who are part and parcel of this dream of this person called Loleeyong.
From a humble beginning, an idea became a dream that seemed impossible against all odds, but we dared from a